It's Halloween, so it's time for a spooky edition of Southwest Bias.
Get that stuff out of here! It's Southwest Bias!
Welcome into a special Tinfoil Hat Club edition of Southwest Bias, brought to you by our friends at the Husband and Wife Law Team. If you've had a serious injury, call the Husband and Wife Law Team first at 602-783-8841 or visit their website at husbandandwifelawteam.com. And we are live from Studio K, brought to you by our friends at Circle K. Become an Inner Circle member today. And it's a Tinfoil Hat Club edition of Southwest Bias. And I gotta ask you, what is going on with Kyler Murray and the Cardinals? We've heard that he's supposed to play. He's been back at practice. But why? Why was he throwing to second stringers yesterday? Why have they been trying out quarterbacks? They tried out 3 quarterbacks this week. Slovis is still on the roster. And this team hasn't made an announcement who's officially going to start. And Kyler Murray was scheduled to talk to the media on Thursday, and he didn't. So what are the Cardinals hiding? What's really going on when it comes to Kyler Murray? Is there something nefarious? Is there more to this? You've got to wonder. Are the Cardinals working on a trade behind the scenes? It is the trade deadline on Tuesday. Could Kyler Murray be a Minnesota Viking? Could Kyler Murray find a new team and be their QB number 1? Could the Cardinals be on the precipice of Jacoby Brissett being their starting quarterback for the rest of the year because Kyler's no longer here? Or is it worse? Have the Cardinals benched Kyler Murray officially? And is that why Jacoby Brissett was throwing with the first teamers yesterday? Getting reps with Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison Jr. What is going on? Add it up. Draw the lines. There's some kind of conspiracy here. Or are they just playing mind games with the Cowboys? Are they trying to make them think that Jacoby Brissett is the quarterback when he really isn't? Are they trying to be spooky on this Halloween weekend? I don't know, but the signs are pointing to something's up. Maybe Kyler Murray's injury is worse than they're letting on. Maybe all of this is just a charade. I don't think that Kyler's going to get traded, but wouldn't it make sense with the way they're acting? What if they could get a first? What if the Minnesota Vikings are so desperate because they're so decimated by injuries that they wind up making a trade? How about this for coincidence? 2 years ago today, the Cardinals and the Vikings made a quarterback trade. Josh Dobbs went from the Cardinals to the Vikings. Could history repeat itself? You've got to ask. Or is this all just some kind of game and it doesn't matter and Kyler Murray's going to play on Monday? I guess we'll find out. But maybe that's just my Tinfoil Hat Club. Oh, but we don't stop there. There's more conspiracy to get into. Why aren't the Suns playing their rookies? Is there something nefarious there? Are the Suns doing something crazy in terms of their progress with the rookies? Do they not believe in their guys? Is there something wrong with the Phoenix Suns? Or are the Suns just letting their young guys develop like Khaman Maluach, who's only played 11 fewer minutes in his first 5 games than Devin Booker did in his first 5? I don't know, but maybe that's just my tinfoil hat Southwest bias. We welcome in the mustache behind the Mac, Shane Diefenbach. Shane, how are you?
I am Kevin produced yesterday. Now all my scenes are gone.
All
there
your
it is.
stuff's messed up.
Hey.
I gotta put on my costume because you're costumed up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta put on mine. Who are you today?
I'm a NASCAR driver.
You're a NASCAR driver. Which NASCAR driver? Any particular one?
This is a Mark Martin.
Mark Martin. All right.
Windbreaker that I got at a thrift store a while back.
Love it. And the mustache is still the same mustache.
It is.
It is NASCAR approved, though.
Yes, it is.
Officially NASCAR approved. I love the outfit. Do you know what I am, Shane?
I do. But if you want to tell them.
Should I show the people?
Yeah.
I'm the second apron right now, and the Phoenix Suns are under it. So look at that.
Good.
It's a thinker of a costume.
Very good.
Today. I'll have another one for the Suns post-game show tonight. Plenty going on. Shane, do you think there's anything crazy going on when it comes to Kyler Murray and the
Kyler
Cardinals?
stuff is weird.
Isn't it?
I will say the Kyler stuff is weird because, him not talking to the media, whatever. That is what it is.
It's weird them moving it, though. It wasn't that they were like, oh, he can't talk. They said they were moving it. Bizarre.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of weird things going on with that franchise. There's a lot of weird things going on with that offense. There's a lot of weird things going on and weird timing, obviously the trade deadline's coming up, but this was all of this was in flux during a bye week. It just feels a little weird.
Yeah. And this is, what is this, 2 weeks? I guess 3 if you count the bye week of shell games with Kyler. Oh, he's been practicing. Maybe he'll start. Oh, he's not going to start. The thing that stands out to me is Slovis. Slovis still being on the roster. And them trying out quarterbacks this week.
If there's a lot of options out there. If one quarterback is better than your third stringer, you can replace him. So
I get that, but why bother if you're not concerned this guy might actually have to be a backup, right? If you're just going to put him back on the practice squad, cut him since he doesn't have any options left, and put a guy on the practice squad. The shell games for a team that's 2-5 and maybe 2-6 make no sense to me. Yeah. It seems so bizarre to me. And are you really fooling the Cowboys? Are you fooling Eberflus? Is he going, oh my gosh, I don't know who to prep for. Let's not prep for anybody. Drew Petzing's offense is pretty easy to prep for.
Yeah.
It's just bizarre. It's so bizarre to me. I don't think that there's a trade on the horizon. I know there's been a lot of speculation or spookulation, if you want to call it, here on Halloween that he might. And I know Gambo also has said that he is that he's hearing that nothing's going to happen. And I respect Gambo more than anybody when it comes to news like that. But there is something very weird going on. I wonder if maybe he is still hurt and they're just trying to hide it and trying to just play games. I don't understand. The Suns front, this one is driving me nuts. And if you watch our Suns post game, myself and Eric have gotten into it. I do not understand the craziness when it comes to the rookies and the panic of not playing them as much. Like I said in Tinfoil Hat, you look at it, and I did the research. Devin Booker played only 11 minutes more in his first 5 games than Khaman Maluach has played. Rasheer Fleming, obviously, fewer, but Rasheer was a second-round pick still. I get it. He was the first pick in the second round, and some had him projected in the first, but still a second-rounder. And people are like, oh, but 10th pick, how can you not play a lottery pick? Because he's 18, picked up a basketball for the first time 14 years ago. Maybe that's why. And there's nothing wrong with slow playing it a little bit. Jordan Ott today at practice said that they would get minutes, right? And that doesn't surprise me that eventually they will. It frustrates me how many people have lost the script with that. I want to see Khaman Maluach. I know we will at some point this season. I want to see Rasheer Fleming. Maybe some of this is you want to showcase Royce O'Neal and give Grayson Allen more minutes in case you have to deal him later on in the season. Nick Richards to a lesser extent there too. You don't pull the rug out from the vets this quick. 5 games. Talk to me at 10. Talk to me at 15. At 20, if you're sitting here and it's pretty clear you're not going to be in the race of any kind and you're not playing the rookies, yeah, then we can have a longer discussion when it comes to that. But right now, I do not get it at all, the panic about it and the conspiratorial views on why the Suns aren't playing them. They're rookies. They're practicing. They're getting their minutes. They're playing scrimmages. The coaches are figuring out what they need to improve on. And eventually, I think they will actually let these guys get some minutes. It could even come as soon as tonight against the Jazz again, especially with Khaman when you got the Jazz running out as many 7-footers as they do. Maybe Rasheer at that point. If Dylan Brooks is out for a long time, I think at some point you got to consider, is Rasheer the guy to come in? But right now, I refuse to panic in regards to the number of minutes that these rookies are getting and why. There's just not enough to it to gauge anything. There's not enough minutes. There's not enough data to suggest that now is the time to do that. I'm going to trust the coaching staff to understand how these rookies are playing and what they're doing. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. Maybe I'll be proven that you shouldn't trust the coaching staff, right? But maybe they're not. Hello says a coach isn't going to say if a player is having a hard time with plays and game during practice. I agree, and maybe that is part of it. Maybe it's catching up to speed. It's figuring out how to handle these guys, how to put them in the best position to succeed at this early stage of their career. Last thing you want to do is throw them out there and wreck their confidence or screw something up long term. We saw enough of that. Josh Jackson, Alex Len, Dragan Bender. We saw how you can ruin young guys, and hopefully that's not what the Suns wind up doing. On the other side of the break, I've got a very special guest that's going to be joining me. She is working with NFL players for Cleats for a Cause, and she's doing some awesome work, and she's done some fantastic work throughout the Valley. We're going to talk to her about how she started this and what she's got cooking right after this on Southwest Bias. Got to tell you about our friends at Mountain America Credit Union. They are spectacular. You need a place to put your money. You want your money to do more work for you. Sign up for the MyStyle checking account and make MyStyle your lifestyle right now. And when you do, you're going to get amazing perks. Perks like you have never seen before. Perks like you are a VIP. Walking the red carpet. You're going to be able to get restaurant deals, mobile phone protection, identity protection. We all know how dangerous identity theft can be and detrimental. You get identity theft protection with our friends at Mountain America Credit Union on their MyStyle checking account. Loan rate discounts too. You want a home, you want to start a business, you got big ideas, they can help you get loan rate discounts, travel, events, and so much more. Make MyStyle your lifestyle, not MyStyle wearing a chef's outfit, but the MyStyle checking account, your lifestyle at Mountain America Credit Union. Visit macu.com/MyStyle, insured by NCUA. Membership required based on eligibility. Some benefits require no cost, registration, activation. Terms and conditions and exclusions apply like everything in life. And Circle K, they sponsor our studio, and they also are one of my favorite places to stop every morning. I got my coffee today, like I have been, a nice cinnamon coffee. Our friend Val over at Circle K got me onto it, and I love it, and I got it for cheap. Great deals right now. If you're an Inner Circle member, you're going to start off by saving 25 cents per gallon off your first 5 fill-ups, then 3 cents after that, and then 5 cents, that ESPO level after that. Plus, you can get 79 cent Polar Pops, 99 cent Frosters, 3 for $5, 28-ounce Gatorades, an unbelievable meal deal. So join the Inner Circle today for free by downloading the Circle K app. Terms and conditions apply at participating locations. Visit CircleK.com for details. And right now, we're going to welcome in a special guest here in just a second. She goes by the name Kicks by Kenna, and she does some amazing work. She's going to be working on the Cleats for a Cause, like with the NFL. It is Kenna. Kenna, thank you so much for joining the program. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Of course. I've got a shoe down here. You paint numerous items, but you had painted this shoe for us a couple of years ago that we keep in studio. I love your work and I've been watching a lot of the stuff that you do on Instagram. And how did you get started in painting these items, and in particular sports items? What kind of led to that?
So, how I started in general, actually, it's a funny story. It was during COVID lockdown, and I saw it on YouTube and was like, I could do this. So I just started painting shoes. In fact, my very first pair was Converse, and I did them for my little brother. I don't know if I ever posted them, but they were some Chinese dragons. They were really cool. How I came to do sportswear actually is crazy because it's the season that I started. It was during My Cleats, My Cause. I started with doing a pair of cleats for the Bozeman Foundation, and from there it just kind of blew up.
What's the favorite thing that you've ever done? What is the piece that you go, man, I can't believe I got the opportunity to do this and I am so proud of it?
That is so hard because I feel like every single piece that we get to do feels like just sharing part of someone's story, and that's probably one of my favorite things to do. Oh, favorite piece of all time. I can't even decide. I liked the cleats we did for the Bozeman Foundation last year. Those were super cool. We did a wraparound of a bunch of California landmarks because he had just moved to the Chargers. So it was kind of fun to incorporate California into his design. I don't know. I feel like I just love everything we put out. So a favorite, honestly, all of them.
Do you do more than cleats? I know this answer, but and sneakers. What else do you do? What else do you paint for people?
So my motto from the very beginning was you name it, I paint it. So kind of just everything. We do jackets, I've done jeans, I just did a custom paint hat class with NASCAR. In fact, it was just 2 days ago. We do a bit of everything. I try and do, honestly, I love to be able to do all these different projects and be able to expand my clientele and be able to just say yes to everything. That's one of my favorite parts about being Kicks by Kenna.
How did you start painting? Was this a passion before you decided I'm going to paint some shoes for my brother, or was that kind of the starting point and you just kind of figured it out? What started your passion?
I would say definitely the second part. I was more of a doodler before I started Kicks by Kenna. I was definitely artsy and loved to do drawing and painting when I could, but I wouldn't even say I was fully like a painter. It was really a process, and I'm always learning and growing, and that's one of the best parts of doing what I do is that it's art in its purest form, and it's just learning and going. But I would say that when I did my brother's pair, that was when I truly fell in love with I love to paint. So let's just keep doing it.
My Cleats, My Cause. Who are you working with this year, and can you give us any hints as to what we might see on the field?
Yeah, so I just finished up with Cameron Scattabos. So we just did his. We have Aaron Brewer from the Cardinals and Hayden Connor from the Cardinals, as well as, of course, we're doing Bradley Bozeman again. In terms of hints, just expect lots of cool designs. We're doing for Scatabo, he's representing Phoenix Children's Hospital, which is a cause that's very near and dear to my heart. We have clients over there, and just being a Valley native myself, it's really fun to see him represent something that is so important in the Valley. Aaron Brewer, he is representing Sun Life Health, which is cancer research. So we're working on those coming up here. And Hayden Connor is doing the Valley Fever Center of Excellence, it's really cool. It's a cause that helps to prevent valley fever in dogs.
Wow.
So we'll be doing something for him. And then for Bradley Bozeman, we're doing his normal cause, which is the Bozeman Foundation. So they help with food insecurity and other things like that.
It's got to be amazing to combine your art with bringing awareness to such great causes. I mean, what does that mean to you to be able to help somebody express what's so personal and important to them?
Honestly, that's the reason why I do this. That's always been the heart and soul of Kicks by Kenna, is being able to share stories. And this is just a prime example of doing that. And I will do it forever and ever if I can.
What's the weirdest type of shoe that you've painted? You know,
Gosh, that's a tricky one. I mean, weirdest shoe. I did a pair of racing shoes a long time ago. Those are kind of interesting because they remind me a little bit of almost like a wetsuit type of a shoe. They're
okay.
very stretchy. I did some jelly sandals. I know those were popular in like the 90s. I actually mostly do Air Forces and Converse. So when I get to do those gems of, random types of shoes, it's kind of fun to experiment with.
Well, we can't wait to see you're cooking up some new stuff for here in the studio here, our new HQ. We can't wait to see what you come up with. We will showcase it all, and when you drop them off, we'll get you on the socials too. It's Kicks by Kenna. You got to check her out on all platforms. Her work is amazing, and if you have a special cause, hit her up. You can get some cool shoes and other stuff. Kenna, anything else you want the people to know?
Follow Kicks by Kenna. We're just painting all day, every day. There's some cool pieces coming out, and I can't wait to share them with you guys.
Thanks so much for your time, and good luck with everything.
Thank you so much.
Always great to get to tell a little bit about these cool stories around the valley here on Southwest Bias. Shane, before we get out of here, I got to ask you, I want to know, what is your favorite Halloween costume you've ever had?
Oh, I love group costumes. So last year, all of my friends and I were different referees. Or was that 2 years ago? Whenever it was, we were different referees. So I was I think I was an NFL ref. And so we had NFL, NHL, NBA, soccer. It was great. MLB.
Were you all blind?
No. So that was really fun. We did a really fun group costume where we were all WWE wrestlers. I was the Undertaker. I did Emma Clark did eyeshadow on me. I thought I looked fantastic. So that was fun. Yeah.
Anything from when you were a kid?
Yeah, I was, what is his name? Dopey the elf? The dwarf? Yeah, Dopey the dwarf. That was
Okay.
a very good one.
Okay.
I had a goated pirate costume. There's a very good picture of that somewhere on my socials too.
We'll have to look
What
that
about
up.
you?
I went as Gregory's grape juice once when I was a kid. We took a giant box, cut out armholes. My mom, who's is pretty good with art, painted the whole front of it like it was an actual grape juice box, and they took a PVC pipe and made it look like a straw. And I've always threatened that now that I'm more mature, I'm going to go as a box of wine for Halloween one of these times, Gregory's wine. So maybe I'll do that. I also heard that your mother throws some legendary Halloween parties. You grew up with Halloween kind of always present. Is that, I mean, you went big with Halloween?
Oh yeah, Halloween's one of my favorite holidays, and a lot of it's because of her. I'm a big horror guy in general too, so I love all of it.
I'm not.
Yeah?
I'm not.
I love dressing up. I'm still a kid at heart. It's the best.
I don't mind dressing up. The horror thing isn't my cup of tea. I think it was because Freddy Krueger, I'm a kid of the 80s, terrified me as a kid, like literally haunted my nightmares, which is scary when that's the whole premise of the movie, since I was like 6 when I saw a trailer for one of them. So that kind of, I was out on.
Did you ever
horror
actually
movies.
see them?
When I got a little bit older, but usually it was on TV while I was flipping through cable. And that stuff, I think if I watched them now, I would still be terrified.
Those movies are great.
I mean, he's super sarcastic, right? Isn't that part of the shtick?
Yeah.
So, there's that. Do you have a favorite horror movie?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's one particular favorite. I really like the Scream franchise.
Scream's good.
I really like the Terrifier franchise. If you haven't seen those are brutal.
I have not, but I heard extremely gory.
Yeah, those are fun. Yeah, I like a lot of like comedic horror too. Oh my god, here we go. Gremlins.
Gremlins is fantastic.
If Die Hard is a Christmas movie, Gremlins is a horror movie.
Did you know that Gremlins took place on the same set that they did Back to the Future on? Like the city is the same city.
I think I did.
The town square. Mine is Cabin in the Woods.
Dude,
Cabin in the Woods slaps.
It took me a while to watch it because it looked like the trailer did not do it justice, which is good. It shouldn't have.
Yeah.
That's how trailers should be.
Yeah.
Because the trailers nowadays just give everything away. If you haven't seen Cabin in the Woods and you're expecting it to be a typical horror movie, it is not. That is one of the greatest modern. You can't even. It's almost satire. It's so good.
But it's got the horror portions of it.
Oh, it's so good.
It's such a twist. And yeah, Get Out, another great one as well. That is another edition of Southwest Bias in the books. Go out there, be safe tonight. Even if you're a big kid, at heart, have some fun. Dress up, because why not? I mean, don't do like the sexy lampshade thing. Don't be lazy with it, but go out and have some fun. We will be back tonight for a Suns post game that hopefully is not a horror show, because I hope this Suns team figures it out tonight, even though they're playing on their NBA horror court with the Emirates Cup, their black and orange one. We will be back on Monday right here, 11 a.m., talking Cardinals, previewing the game, and so much more. For the mustache behind the Mac, making it happen as a NASCAR driver today, it's Shane Diefenbach. You can follow him at Shane Dief. You can follow the show at PHNX_sports, and you can follow me at Espo. And remember, happy Halloween! Ahoy, hoy!
This is scary.
Ooh, I'm still here. Second apron. I don't know what's going on.